make it right. 이미 찢어진 맘 I'm ready to go low, go low. 이미 오래된 말 You left me alone, alone, alone. I don't hate you, but the way you just grip my heart, break my heart. 날 무너지게 해. When you might be 나는 널 위한 데려가. 이젠 아까워. Oh, I never wanted us to be like this. I never wanted to leave. All I ever wanted was to be myself. That's all I wanted. 코끼리야만 하냐고 떠나야만 하냐고 대답하기도 전에 아쉽지만 okay bye. 이미 찢어진 맘 I'm ready to go low, go low. 이미 오래된 말 You left me alone, alone, alone. I don't hate you, but the way you just grip my heart, break my heart. 날 무너지게 해. When you might be 나는 널 위한 데려가. 이젠 아까워. Oh, I never wanted us to be like this. I never wanted to leave. All I ever wanted was to be myself. That's all I wanted. 옷끝에 스친 너의 향기 내일이면 사라질걸. 그렇게 널 털어낼게. I know I deserve better. I don't hate you, but the way you just grip my heart, break my heart. 날 무너지게 해. When you might be 나는 널 위한 데려가. 이젠 아까워. Oh, I never wanted us to be like this. I never wanted to leave. All I ever wanted was to be myself. That's all I wanted. I don't wanna waste my time, don't wanna waste my mind. I wanna get off this ride, I wanna make it right. 이미 찢어진 맘 I'm ready to go low, go low. 이미 오래된 말 You left me alone, alone, alone. I don't hate you, but the way you just grip my heart, break my heart. 날 무너지게 해. When you might be 나는 널 위한 데려가. 이젠 아까워. Oh, I never wanted us to be like this. I never wanted to leave. All I ever wanted was to be myself. That's all I wanted. 코끼리야만 하냐고 떠나야만 하냐고 대답하기도 전에 아쉽지만 okay bye. 이미 찢어진 맘 I'm ready to go low, go low. 이미 오래된 말 You left me alone, alone, alone. I don't hate you, but the way you just grip my heart, break my heart. 날 무너지게 해. When you might be 나는 널 위한 데려가. 이젠 아까워. Oh, I never wanted us to be like this. I never wanted to leave. All I ever wanted was to be myself. That's all I wanted. 옷끝에 스친 너의 향기 내일이면 사라질걸. 그렇게 널 털어낼게. deserve better. I don't hate you, but the way you just grip my heart, break my heart, 날 무너지게 해. And you might be 나는 널 위한 데려가. 이제 나가와. Oh, I never wanted us to be like this. I never wanted was you. All I ever wanted was to be myself. That's all I wanted. I don't wanna waste my time, don't wanna waste my mind. It's alright. I wanna get off this ride, I wanna make it right.
Hello. This is weird because I can see a delayed version of myself. Oh, I don't like that. Let me mute that bitch. Can you hear me? I need it closer to me. I need something. So I thought for my practice live stream, I'd just start off simple. So anyone who comes in who wants to ask me anything about the injections, you can do. And we'll go from there. Ooh. That is so weird. I don't know if I like seeing that delayed version of myself. That's very odd. Jay, you can put it in the chat, you know. Minimize OBS. Oh, do you mean minimize Chrome? Because it's the YouTube feed that I'm seeing that's got the delay on it. I'm seeing like right now in OBS. Get on with it. Well, I need somebody to ask me a question about the injections, don't I? Ooh. I need to sort this microphone situation out. Yeah, I'm gonna minimize that. Yeah, It's very weird seeing it. Where is it? Oh, I can still... Yeah, it's still there. I've just, like, moved it, haven't I? If I didn't have a child who knows everything there is to know about technology, I wouldn't have been able to do this. Praise the Lord. I need to share my stream again, don't I? Well, there's 7 of you in here, apparently. So, if you want to ask me a question, then please do. And then I'll have something to talk about. Oh, shit, actually, I can't see the chat, can I? When I do that. Ah! Hey, baby girl. What dose am I on now? And do I get side effects? So, Claire, I'm on 5 milligram now, and I worked my way up. I started in June last year, and I worked my way up to 15 milligram over time. I've got like a playlist of very janky old videos where I document each week how I'm doing and all the side effects. And yeah, I worked my way up to 15 milligram, but then I realised it was so much money, I just couldn't sustain it. And that was one of the main reasons I decided to come right down to 5 milligram that I'm on now. I think it was February that I moved down to the 5. So I literally went from 15 milligram to 5. And I think the pharmacy were a bit shocked actually, because they rang me and they were like, you know, are you sure you want to do this? Because obviously that is quite a leap, isn't it? And they basically said it's not something people normally do. Normally they would gradually move down, you know, from like the 15 to 12.5 and, you know, titrate off it down to the dose they want to be on. But I just couldn't afford to do that. It was just so much money. And to be honest with you, I actually thought that I'd have lost a lot more weight by the time I was on the 15, and I just hadn't done. So, like I say, I've been on the 5 milligram since Feb now. And side effects wise, I would say by the 10 milligram, I wasn't getting anything at all in terms of side effects. I think the main one for me in the beginning was extreme fatigue. I was just so tired all the time. It just wiped me out completely. And then there was heartburn. That was the other one. It really was a killer for me, that. I went through tons of boxes of Rennies and just, you know, rode it out. But yeah, I'm on the 5 now. And to be honest with you, I would like to move up to a higher dose. And the only reason I'm not doing is because of the cost. That's really ultimately what it is. I won't lie about it. It's just the cost. I feel like I need to be on a higher dose. I don't feel like I'm getting a right lot from the 5 milligram. I feel like it's helping me in some ways. I still can't eat what I would say is a normal portion of food. Only, you know, quite small amounts. But in terms of like the appetite suppression and the food noise that people talk about, yeah, the effect isn't as strong now, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I'm just kind of being grateful for what I've got in the side the effects of the medication right now. So yeah, it's a bit rubbish. But that being said, I'm on the Oviva waiting list. So I've done a video about it, but Oviva is an organisation that's working with the NHS to prescribe the injections. And obviously then people can get them for free. So I'm currently on the waiting list, and it looks like they've accepted me so far, because they've recently asked for a load of blood test results and this, that and the other from my GP. They've sent me an email to say they've looked at them, and they've basically emailed me to say you're still on the list. So that's pretty awesome. And I mean, I'm saying it's pretty awesome. I don't want to get too excited, because unfortunately Oviva offer a number of different ways to lose weight, and one of them's the injections. And because I've been on them for so long and I've proven that I can do it and it's working for me, I'm likely to get them, but it's not guaranteed. It's really rubbish, but it's better than we were 6 months ago, where, you know, none of this was available. I mean, Oviva have worked with the NHS for a couple of years now, doing diabetes prevention, but they've started moving into the weight loss thing in more recent months. So that's good. What are you saying, Jazz? Oh, lots of talk about negative effects, physical problems, my experience so far. So yeah, I mean, I've been looking. I try and avoid any media, any social media or anything like that related to the injections, and that's a bit crazy to say, because, you know, I'm doing what I'm doing. But I feel like if I consume too much of it, it gets me riled up. I start getting really like, what the bloody hell are you talking about? The media have got a really odd view of them at the moment. There's a lot of scaremongering out there, and they're not giving people the full story. So when they put stories out about people's negative experiences on them, and they've ended up in hospital and this woman's died and what they're not saying is a lot of people are lying about their BMI, and they're having them when they don't need them, but also they're not using them correctly. So they're overdosing themselves, or taking their next dose too early and jiggling doses about and this, that and the other, having more than they should, sharing pens, all sorts of things. So unfortunately, this is gonna happen. But the media are only giving people half a story. Unfortunately, I'm not saying that nobody's had any adverse reactions to them, because some people will do, won't they? But I think probably 90% of the stories out there at the minute are literally sensationalising and half truths, basically. I really don't think there's that many problems that people have with them. Oh, Claire knew, that's horrible. Oh, that's really rubbish. So they've advised you to stop taking it. That's crazy. You don't think the upset stomach is to do with Manjaro? I mean, it could be. It could just be one of the side effects. I mean, it's possible. Some people do have really awful gastric effects from them. Like I say, I had heartburn. My digestion and any kind of movement in that area slowed right down, if you know what I mean. I had to supplement that with some supplements. I've just started iron tablets from the doctor, so that's going to cause even more problems. So I've had to use more supplements, but that's another story. So I'm just really shocked that they've advised you to hold off on it for now. That's really rubbish, isn't it? I mean, like I say, for me, I literally got the heartburn, stomach movement, digestion, all that slowed down, which it does. I mean, that's normal. But apart from that, I wouldn't say any gastric issues. Not really, no. I mean, heartburn, it is a pain in the arse, isn't it? But it's not. It's not impacting my life that much. You know what I mean? I still get it on and off now, but you know, I can still keep going and be productive. So, but it sounds like you've really had a lot of issues with it in that area. That's really rubbish. How much weight have you? Oh, up to now, Claire Hall, I'm at a 62 loss. And that's, I mean, I had a conversation with a woman in B&M the other day, and I was bloody fuming afterwards. She said to me, oh, well, how long have you been on him? And I said, oh, about 12 months now, nearly. And she went, oh, right. Like she was really disappointed in the fact that I'd been on them for a year and I'd only lost £62. I thought, you cheeky bitch. I thought, you know what I mean? That's still bloody good. I tell you what, if I hadn't have started these injections, I don't know where I'd be now. I really don't. I was really poorly. My blood pressure was dangerously high. I felt so shitty about myself. Oh, God, it was awful. Just awful. And every time I thought about trying to lose weight, I mean, I've had the Team RH app I think I've had it for a couple of years now, but I've not really started taking it seriously. Well, not that I wasn't taking it seriously before, but I've not started making full use of it until I've been on the injections. And, you know, even with the app, the Team RH app, before I started the injections, I just looked at my weight and I thought, there is no way on God's earth that I can do this. I couldn't do it. I couldn't fight the hormonal hunger. Any of it. I wouldn't go near a gym. There's absolutely no way you'd have got me anywhere near a gym a year ago. And now I start getting the shakes when I've not been for a couple of days. It's crazy. How much? Last May, 58. 7 stone. Oh my lord, that's amazing, Claire. Bloody hell. That's really good. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. And you've got all them struggles, like physical issues as well, and you've still done that. Jesus. Wow. Oh, alcohol consumption and the jab. Yeah. I mean, before I started the injections, Jazz, I was like, I did have a drink here and there, and sometimes I would be like, oh, I could just do with a glass of wine. But now I'm just like, no. I'm the same actually with bread, which is really weird until I realise that other people on the injections also go off bread. I don't mind toast, but I can't do bread. Yeah, but alcohol definitely does something to you mentally. Like, it's weird. It's very weird. A lot of people I've spoken to have said that they've gone right off drinking, and I don't know if that's because of the kind of gastric effects that you get from the injection, which then leads on to you like not wanting to eat or drink much. I mean, if you've got heartburn, I know for me the last thing I want is a glass of Prosecco, you know. But yeah, I would imagine there's a lot of people out there who've had it. Food cravings. No, I don't think I've had any like major food cravings as such. I know my chocolate cravings are a lot more manageable than they were. Because obviously when I was in that like hell week before I was due to start my period, I'd just eat absolute shite for a week. I would not care. I'd eat like a 2-year-old. It was like brown food, chocolate, everything fried. I just didn't want anything that even resembled a vegetable. But now, since being on the injection, I wouldn't say that I crave healthy food, because that's just diet culture bullshit, isn't it? But I would say that my attitude towards food has definitely changed. I find that I'm like looking at foods and looking what I'm planning to eat for that day, and thinking about the choices I'm making. And that's what the injection does. It just gives you that mental breathing space to be able to go, right, hang on a minute. If I shove this in my gob right now, is that going to help me or not? And it's just so weird what it does to your mind. It really is. But it just takes, there's like a sense of urgency within you sometimes, where you've not eaten for half the day because you're beating yourself up about eating. But then you get to a point in the day and you think, oh God, I need to eat something. And you're just like shoving anything in. But when you're on the injection, all of that just kind of dies down, and it kind of lifts all that burden off you. It's just so weird what it does for people. It really is. And yeah, I'm definitely able to make better choices with my food. So I will think, oh, actually, I feel like this salad, or if we're going out to eat somewhere, I'll actually look forward to having something on the healthier side of things, you know, the more nutritious side of things, like a salad, you know what I mean? And yeah, it just does amazing things to your whole attitude around food. Yeah, Claire, giving you your life back. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, Joe, hiya. Oh, do you know, I showed my mum, you know, you mentioned me in one of your videos the other day. I showed my mum. I should have left a comment to tell you. But absolutely love your hair. It's so beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I was like, Mum, look at this lady's hair. Look how amazing it is. Oh. Oh, your Redeemer's gone. That's amazing. My favourite exercise. Oh, God. Well, I tell you, my least favourite one is that bloody treadmill. I bloody hate it. Me and Luke, when we've been going to the gym together, we're like, do you hate the treadmill? Yeah, I really do. We just both detest it. But we've started using the sit-down bike instead. It's probably cheating, really, but we're just like, well, we're still getting a warm-up, you know. It's still something. But my favourite... I tell you what my favourite is, the lat pull-down, because it's taken me ages to master it. It's a really hard one to actually get right. And now that I've got it right, I'm like quite proud of myself when I'm doing it. And I can see people like looking at me like, oh, right, that's how you do it. You know what I mean? And I was showing Luke how to do it the other day as well. So yeah, I'm pretty good at it now. Yeah, Claire, they want you to increase the dose. Yeah. Yeah, it's true, isn't it? I said that in one of my videos a while ago that, you know, I was quite happily just buying another dose every month, like, you know, all right, it's time for the 7.5, you know, and just going up and up and up. And then when I got to 15, I was like, shit, this is costing me so much money. But the pharmacies were never saying, the pharmacist wasn't saying to me, oh, are you still losing on this dose? You know, are you still getting the effects that you want? So should you be increasing your dose? Nothing like that. And it's only since I've been doing this for a while that I've realised through like talking to other people that actually you don't have to do that incremental increase every month. It doesn't have to work that way. You could be on 2.5 for 6 months, and then you could be on 5 for 3 months. It doesn't work that way, does it? But you're absolutely right. They just want the money, don't they? Through edema rather than fat. People don't want to hear it. I tell you, there's so much research being done on that edema, Joe. And how a lot of it, I can't remember what it's called. There's lipedema and lymphedema, I think. But apparently they're two separate conditions. I don't know a lot about these conditions or anything, but there's a lot of people I've seen online who are saying, actually, a lot of it is to do with edema is where you hold on to the water, isn't it? And yeah, it's a very complicated issue for people, isn't it? Your least favourite... Stop exposing me. Jay said your least favourite exercise is walking for the sake of walking. It is actually. I absolutely hate walking anywhere. I bloody hate it. Rachel, well done. Oh, thanks, Rachel. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Every dose that goes up costs more money, yeah. Ah, right, okay. Lady Marwa. I've never heard of her before. Right. Yeah, I mean, it's true, isn't it? You don't necessarily have to be on these massively high doses. It's what works for you, I know a guy at the minute who's on 7.5 and it's not touching him. He's he lost a bit on the 5 milligram and he was saying the other day, I might as well not be on it. I might as well be injecting water. But I said exact same words actually when I was on the 10 milligram. I didn't get any effect from it whatsoever, or I didn't think I was anyway. And I actually spoke to the pharmacist about it, and he said everybody gets to a certain dose where the body's just like, what's that? It's nothing, that. And yeah, they just hit a wall, and then when they progress again, that's when they see the effects coming back into play. It's weird. It's very weird how it works. Video about lipedema, lymphedema. Oh yeah, that liposuction. Well, I don't know if anybody in here is a part of Girl World, but I am a big Girl World enthusiast, and yeah, Colin Mockery, who's part of Girl World indirectly, he covers somebody called Glitter and Lasers, and she's had like full body liposuction. She's had all sorts done, and she's trying to convince her audience that it's lipedema and all this, when actually it's turning out that she's possibly not been fully truthful with people. And he's actually done some videos where he kind of presents all this information about the condition and kind of says and holds it up against her content and says, well, if you have got this condition, how come this and this? And it's very interesting. It's very interesting. He's very good, Colin Mockery. Doing specialised liposuction, yeah. It is an interesting area of the internet to be on, Girl World. Yeah. It's not for everybody, but it entertains me for a bit. I don't take it too seriously, though. Some people do. It's, yeah, some people can get a bit carried away with it. I actually was thinking about doing a video about Anne Boleyn on the Ozempic, and I thought, should I? It's a bit of a controversial area to cover, but yeah, I think I'll leave that to the ankle and all the others. They say stay on the dose until it's not doing anything. Yeah, absolutely. 100% Claire. Yeah. Joe, you'd love Girl World. You'd absolutely love it. Honestly, you should watch Mr. Snowflake. He does very good like documentary style videos on the girls, and he's very, very good at what he does. All self-taught, but his editing and everything is amazing. I'd love to be able to do that kind of thing one day. You were saying about the calories, fibre and protein, Claire. Yeah, I've just had an epiphany this week. It's in a video that I've done that's going up tomorrow. But I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner. But I'm on something called Team RH, which is basically a calorie deficit plan managed by a guy called Richie Hall. And he sets your own personalised plan with your calories, fibre, and protein as like your main three factors that you focus on. And I've been struggling so badly to hit my protein and my fibre and keep my fats low as well at the same time, because you do have a bit of a fat guideline as well. I've been really struggling. Anyway, it occurred to me, I thought, how can I get my protein up? I just thought, what can I do? So I've been trying to have higher protein lunches and think of ways that I can get that protein in somehow. Anyway, I thought, well, I'll just try a protein shake in like the afternoon or something. That'll really give me a boost. But what I realised at the same time was, if I was having the shake at lunchtime as my lunch, and because I'm on the injection, it's enough for me. It also gets my fibre up, and it also keeps my fat down, and it also, what was the other one? And obviously the protein and my calories are way under. So by the time I get to my evening meal, I've got a really nice big allowance for my calories, which I don't necessarily always use. I don't have to use them, but I've still hit my other goals as well, and it's fantastic. I've just had a chocolate one actually, because we're having tea a bit later today. But honestly, it's been brilliant. I've done it, was it Wednesday? So Wednesday, Thursday, yesterday and today. And yeah, I've been hitting all my targets, or near enough, you know what I mean? It's great. How much more weight do you have to lose? So, I want to lose about another 2 to 3 stone. So another like 28 to 42 pounds. Yeah. I'll see, like, I'll do the 28 pounds and then see where I am. But it's just this like stubborn bit round my front, round my middle. That's a really most annoying bit. The rest of it's not too bad. But yeah, it's proper annoying. Oh, the name of it, it's I'll find it for you. And I know everyone says this about protein shakes and protein snacks and everything, but it is actually really decent. It tastes decent, and I'm a really fussy bugger. So if I like it, you know, anybody will. So it is It's in my Amazoni. Oh, there it is. So it's Bulk, BULK Essential Whey Protein Powder. I'll put it in the chat. Can I do that? I have no idea. Oh yeah. Bulk Essential Whey Protein Powder. Yeah, on Amazon it is, and it's a really decent price as well. It's like, for a 28 serving chocolate one, it's £1.60 per 100 grams. So that's not bad at all, really. They do a salted caramel one as well, and caramel is my absolute, anything with caramel in it, and that's it. I'm there. I absolutely love caramel. So I might have to have a try of that one next. I've got the vanilla one. It tastes like Milky Bar. The vanilla one is amazing. And this chocolate one, this is the first time I've had the chocolate one today, and it's gorgeous. It's so good. It's really, really nice. It doesn't taste proteiny at all. It just literally tastes like chocolate milk. And you make it with water. And to be honest with you, I prefer the ones you make with water, because the ones you make with milk are always a bit... They make your mouth feel funny, don't they? I don't like that. One woman who puts it all, yeah, on a middle. Have you thought about colonic irrigation? Oh, menopausal, yeah. Yeah. Colonic irrigation, Jazz. Do you know what? I'd actually love to do that. I would. Oh, you're welcome, Claire. That's lovely. Yeah, yeah, I would literally do that colonic irrigation. I would. Yeah. It's not that expensive now, is it? It used to be when it first became popular, but apparently it's not that dear now. I wouldn't mind doing it. Be a bit awkward, wouldn't it, at first? But they've seen one arsehole, they've seen them all, haven't they? You know. Maybe we could do it together, Jazz. Girls' Day Out. That would be funny. See what Mum thinks. Mum would definitely not be up for joining us, would she? Burger King. Oh dear. Oh God. That'd be a nice treat for him, wouldn't it? Gross. Oh, I was going to put my fan on then, but that'll be really noisy, won't it? It's like an aeroplane engine. I better not. I'm boiling. Yeah. Apparently it makes you feel like 10 years younger. Like you're energised and detoxed. I know Jay's so tempted to make a joke out of a film right now. If he's still watching. Bucket of chicken. Oh, God. Go on, then. Look at me being all posy with my workout gear in the background like I use it every day. It's got more dust on it than a Victorian cabinet, I think. Can you hear that? Oh my lord. Bloody hell, Claire. Oh, brilliant. You can't hear it. Thank you, Jay. Fair dues. I'm sweating. I'm a buggery. No. I mean, I got most of that because I was like, it was part of one of my multiple attempts to try and like kick myself up the arse to lose weight before I start the injections, but it was a losing battle. It really was. I mean, I suppose I'd use it now if I wasn't in the gym, but I could use it on my gym, not non-gym days, I guess. What am I going to do? Probably not. I'm not going to lie. No. It's great for work meetings though. If we're doing training for work, when I'm like doing like meeting professionals online, I have to have a corporate background on. But when it's like work colleagues, I sit here and they're like, "Oh, look at you! Aren't you good with all your exercise equipment?" It looks really good, you know. Oh, magnesium salts. Oh, I've had Epsom salts before to help things, and they really help a lot. Casper the Ghost. Oh God. Oh right. Oh, it's all right, babe. Break a leg. Have a good night, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you for coming in. Oh. My sister's a singer, and she's fabulous. I might get some Epsom salts actually, you know, because these iron tablets, I'm a bit worried about the effects of them. I'm all right at the minute, but I feel like if I start slowing down, I'm gonna have to step things up a bit. Step it up a gear with the Epsom salts. I used to have them quite a bit actually, and I can't remember why. Oh, it was before I started taking magnesium, So years and years ago, after I ate, I used to get really bad stomach pains, like, oh, just horrific. I'd be literally on the sofa, like rocking side to side and backwards and forwards, trying to get rid of this pain in my stomach. And I was just convinced it was trapped wind. I just thought, well, it can't be anything else. It doesn't feel like anything else. It feels like trapped wind. Yeah, she is, Joe. Yeah, it really is, isn't it? It's so humid. And yeah, anyway, when I'd started having this like weird trapped wind and stuff, I was like looking for all these different supplements and things that could help. Anyway, I stumbled upon magnesium tablets, started taking them, and straight away all my stomach issues went away, just gone. And then not so long ago, when was it? It was just before I started the injections, because I thought, oh, that might put a spanner in the works for me starting them. But it didn't in the end, because they're not affecting me. I had a scan on my abdomen because my blood pressure is really unmanageable, and I had really high cortisol levels, and the doctor wanted to investigate why my cortisol was so high. So one of the things they do is do an ultrasound on your abdomen. And the lady doing the scan said to me, and I didn't know they could tell you this, actually. I didn't know they could tell you anything they found. I thought you had to wait for your doctor to tell you. But she said to me, have you got any gallbladder issues? Do you get any pain or anything after you've eaten? I said, no. She said, that's so weird because your gallbladder is full of gallstones. That was her exact words, your gallbladder's full of gallstones. And I thought, that's a bit weird. But yeah, it must have been the gallstones that were causing me all that hassle. But since I've been on the magnesium, I've not had a single issue. Not a single one. So, yeah, magnesium. And I take it religiously. And I'm never without it. Take it every single night in me little pot. All my medicines all potted out ready because I'm so organised. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get some of them Epsom salts. That sounds like a really good idea. Well, I'm going to start winding down now, guys. I can't believe people actually came. Oh my god. Oh, did you find the cortisol spikes? No, I've not found out why they were high. Cushing's, yeah. I think she thought Cushing's at one point, and I can't remember what it was that made her not go down that route. Blood sugar's high. Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah, it's meant to be good for anxiety as well, Claire, yeah. Like muscle relaxant and all that. Cushing's disease, goodness me. Yeah, they never actually, well, I don't think they pursued it really, to be honest with you. I mean, when I had that scan done, they started me on Ramipril and this, that and the other, and then that was it really. I didn't really have much dealings with the doctor after that, and I kind of fell out with them because at the time I'd actually stepped into the doctor's surgery and was brave enough to ask for help with my weight, which I've never done before and never kind of really wanted to do. And my doctor couldn't have been more supportive. She was absolutely lovely. However, she doesn't know anything about what's going on in the area with like weight loss support. She has no clue whatsoever. So she referred me to what's called a well-being coach, and they have versions of them all over the country. And basically what they are is somebody who will like look at your lifestyle and help you like make small changes and try and coach you through starting on a weight loss plan or something. But I got put with this woman who was absolutely off a tree and thought that if I got up extra early in the morning and meditated, all my problems would be solved. And yeah, we didn't click. Can't think why. Anyway, I went back to my GP and she referred me to tier 3 weight management, but it was tier 3 as in the local tier 3 service, and they sent me a letter accepting my referral and said at the bottom of the letter, just to let you know, we don't do weight loss injections. So that was nice. So yeah, I kind of fell out with my GP after that for a while, even though it wasn't really her fault, because they can't always be up to date on what's going on in the area, can they? And you know, what's funded, what's not, and all that. So anyway, it's only recently that I've started kind of leaning on the GP again for support, and that's, you know, I suppose that would have come up in the recent bloods I've had done if my cortisol was still high, because they literally did everything. Oviva actually asked them for it, and if Oviva hadn't have asked them for it, I don't think they would have done it. I don't think they felt there was any need for me to have full blood count done, or there was no kind of urgency around it, no nothing. So I suppose it was a good job Oviva asked them for it, because I wouldn't know I've got low iron otherwise, and it's really, really low. Cushion, aldosterone. Oh. Pituitary tumour. Oh, gosh. Oh, thanks, Claire. Oh, that's good, Rachel. Oh. Uncontrollable weight gain. Oh, lordy. Oh. Gosh. Yeah, Claire, it really upset me, it did, because I just thought, you are really diminishing and diluting the actual issues that people with weight issues have. She was really patronising, and I wanted to do things, so I had to leave. I just said, listen, I'm just gonna go, because I don't think this is for me. I'm burst into tears outside. Oh, it was really, really upsetting though, because it's so hard to approach your GP for help, isn't it? And actually say, listen, I'm on my arse, I need help, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to your weight. And for her to put me with somebody like that, I mean, she doesn't know me that well, so I suppose she couldn't have been prepared, but yeah, oh God. But by that point, you see, we'd already had the discussion about the injections, and my GP had put on my referral, this lady either needs GLP1 injections or bariatric surgery. So flattering. But she was advocating for me, wasn't she? So by that point, the idea of having the injections was actually a possibility in my mind. So when I got that letter from the dietitians to say we don't do injections, I was just so gutted and so destroyed. I just thought,
Well, that was my answer. And I just knew from everything that I'd read about them, I knew that it would be the thing that would change my life. You know what I mean? So I am glad that I did it and I pursued it. And, you know, no, they don't, Rachel. They don't. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, I heard that the other day and I thought, I think it was in your video, actually. And I thought, oh, right. I didn't know that it wasn't recognised as a metabolic disorder. Physiologically, yeah. Yeah. I think there's a lot that goes into it, isn't there? And I think, you know, weight is such a complex issue for people. And there's so many elements to it for each person as well. And it's not a one size fits all thing, is it? And I think that's what makes it such a difficult one to tackle. And I think that's why these injections are just such a miracle, because they just take, and I think what it is, a lot of it is the psychological burden around the thinking about food and how you think about eating. And I think that a lot of it is, you know, to do with the psychological side of it as well. Not in the, you know, let's all hold hands in the garden naked in the morning and meditate. I think there is an actual psychological issue there that needs to be addressed. Not in that somebody who's overweight has a psychological disorder as such, but I think part of the game, part of the way to overcome the weight issues, you need to approach it from a psychological standpoint in some way, you know. I had to bite my tongue, ask my GP about Manjaro. He was all for it. Now not. He sent you to bariatric surgery. Oh, definitely, Rachel. Yeah, I do think there's a lot more understanding out there, isn't there? And I think, again, the injections, I think that's probably going to send people a few different ways. I've seen, and this is why I try not to consume too much media around the injections, is I've seen so many people saying, oh, it's the easy way out, and, you know, it's cheating your way into weight loss and all this. It really isn't, because I've worked my arse off, and these injections, yes, they've helped, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. But then if I hadn't have worked my arse off, I'd have lost a small percentage of the weight I've lost. You know, they've given me a leg up, and I've just, you know, done the rest of it. But I think people's thinking around weight issues and that kind of thing, I think some people are probably going to go the way of, they're less kind of tolerant of people being overweight, and they're more kind of, well, why don't you just go on the injection kind of thing. Some overweight people don't want to lose weight. They just don't want to lose weight, and that's okay, isn't it? You know, if you're happy with the weight that you are, then that's fair enough, isn't it? And, you know, I think as they become more and more accessible, people will be like, well, it's easy, just go on the injection. Why don't you do that? You know what I mean? Almost like it's a magic wand. Chronic kidney disease. Oh, God. Oh, fibromyalgia, that's no fun, yeah. Oh, I've never heard of aldosterone, Joe. That's really interesting. Ooh, conference. Wow. I mean, the things it's done for me from the hormone side of things, absolutely crazy. I used to gain the majority of my weight 1 week out of every month, just before I started my period, and I would eat absolute shite, and I wouldn't care. It was like I couldn't control it. And the genuine hunger, that was the other one that happy clappy woman said to me. She said, I was talking to her about like my hormonal issues and the fact that I have this uncontrollable hunger, and like literally my body, I'm shaking with hunger if I don't eat when I'm hungry during this time. And she's all like implying that it's psychological. I was just like, oh my God, I'm literally going to do something right now. But yeah, I would spend that whole week just eating absolute crap, like really bad. And because of my endometriosis and the inflammation and what it does to my energy levels and everything, I'd spend half of it asleep as well. So those two things combined, the weight just kept going on and on and on. And then when I started on the injections, one of the first things I realised was, okay, on the lower doses, I've still got like the hunger issues and all of that, but they were so much easier to manage. It was like a weight had been lifted. It was so weird. And now at this stage, I'm in Hell Week right now, and I really enjoyed that chocolate protein shake. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, nah. I still love my chocolate. I still absolutely love chocolate. And I have a cheeky little bit of chocolate most evenings, but nothing like before. It's so weird. So weird what it does to your hormones. God. Wow, well done that cardiologist, Joe. Oh. Yeah, I tried keto once, Rachel. Oh my God. I don't know what the bloody hell I was thinking. It was actually not long before COVID, you know, because I remember where I was working at the time, and I'd go in and one of the girls would be like, oh, what have you got there, like for my breakfast? And I'd be like, I'd have this like whatever it was with full fat cream in it and this, that and the other. And she'd be like, are you sure you're gonna lose weight eating full fat cream? I'd be like, yeah, because the fat in the cream, you burn the fat for energy. That's how it works. like it was gonna save my life or something. Oh God. Yeah. I mean, Weight Watchers and Slimming World, they're so kind of dated, aren't they, in their approaches to weight loss and all that. I was telling my son the other day about one of the myths around weight loss and weight management is that, and I think this comes from Slimming World specifically, that if you don't eat enough, well, if you're not losing, you hit like a plateau or whatever, it's because you're not eating enough calories. Your body's in starvation mode. That's what it is. You need to eat more. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. Take a look at the NHS about, oh yeah, I will, Joe, yeah. I'll add it to my bloody list. Oh, honestly. I thought, oh, you know, I'm getting there, I'm improving my health, this, that and the other, and then, oh, sorry, you've got low iron. It's like, bloody hell. But I'm going to do a separate video on all of that. So it's been quite a complicated couple of weeks, really, because Oviva have been in touch with me and they've said, oh, you know, we need this information from, well, they were in touch with my GP actually. They said, we need this information from you related to a blood test and full blood count and blah, blah, blah. And if we don't get this information in 5 days, we're going to discharge her. So we were like, oh my God, you know, so we got this appointment booked in. I went for the tests and I've had these emails from Oviva and I've had updates, and then I've been put on new medication on the back of these tests and all sorts. So I thought, do you know what, it's easier to do a separate video because it's linked to my attempt at getting the injections on the NHS. So I thought, just to keep things neater and more accessible, I'll do like a full update on where my referrals at, where the NHS as a whole is at, and this news that's come out this week, how that kind of plays into the Oviva side of things. And again, the media are getting it wrong and sensationalising things and giving people false hope and all of that. But yeah, I'll do a full video on all that. The hormones aren't balanced, no doubt. Yeah, true. Yeah, Joe. Oh yeah, I heard that they were going into administration, Claire. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people, you know, on the injections, they've said to me, if I eat something that's really greasy, or you know, just really lardy, deep fried, whatever, they do get like gastric issues as a result, like, you know, in the side effects. So yeah, I don't think you're on your own there. I mean, I don't think my side effects ever depended on what I was eating, to be perfectly honest. And at first, when I was first on them, I didn't really change what I was eating a hell of a lot. My kind of 80-20 approach to my eating that I have now, that I've built that up over a period of time. I didn't just like start taking the injections and be like, right, I'm going to get this much protein, I'm going to do this and this, and you know what I mean? It was just kind of a slow process from the beginning. And I would say since Feb, when I moved from 15 to the 5, that's when I kind of thought, right, I need to get serious about tracking my food. Still wasn't being serious about tracking my food up until, I would say, probably about 2 months ago, maybe 6 weeks, if that. And it was because I'd hit a wall. I was just like, why am I not losing fast enough? It just feels like it's almost slowing down, and I'm not progressing as quickly as I'd like. And that's when I thought, right, you need to get a grip. You need to start taking this seriously, and you have to start tracking every single thing you put in your gob. So that's when I started really using the Team RH app and really like depending on it, you know. And now it's just a habit. It's just part of my day. You know, I think, what have I had today? Put it in the app. You know, if I've got a free minute, have I updated my app? And, you know, some people might say that's obsessive. But I'm saving my life, you know. So if that's all it takes, then that's not much, is it really? You know, it's just a pain in the arse, isn't it, when you're trying to introduce a new habit into your life, whether it's literally losing a shit ton of weight or just tracking your calories. It's really hard work, isn't it? It's really hard to like implement it and make it a part of your normal day, like everyday stuff that you do. But it's definitely worth it. Really hope it gets easier. Yeah, so do I, Rachel. So do I. Yeah, Will Claire. Yeah, it's really interesting, and they are looking to be like a really promising organisation. A lot of the ICBs across the country were really dubious about them at first, and if you look back through like their old policies and their old like meeting minutes and this, that and the other, you can see that they're like, is this really a good idea? Should we be like using this Oviva as part of our NHS services? And you can see like how they've built trust with them over time, and yeah, they are proving to be a really great organisation. They've got psychologists, dietitians, all sorts on the team. Ribelsis. I've heard of that one. Why have I heard of Ribelsis? Can't remember. Oh, is that a weight loss medication? The weight loss one? I think it is, isn't it? Is it the tablets? I think it's tablets, isn't it? And you were really ill off them. Oh, God. Yeah, I'll definitely do an Oviva update, yeah. Oh, I was terrified, Rachel. the first one I did, the first dose, I cocked it up. I bloody wasted it. And to say I've worked in like care for like 18 years and bloody been in like medical environments for God knows how long and used diabetic pens on people. To say that, I was terrified. I was like, oh, have I done it right? And I ended up really cocking it up. I wasted literally a full dose. I was like, trying to tell the pharmacist, and he was like, how did you do that? I'm sure he thought I was blagging him. But yeah. Wow, 6 stone. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, it's definitely not the medication doing the work. It's a big help, but definitely not doing, I would say, 20%. It's doing 20%, but it's doing the right 20% of the work. That's the key. And the rest of it, it's got to be down to you, hasn't it? Yeah, semaglutide tablets. I thought it were, yeah. Which app? The app that I use is called Team RH, and it's run by a very interesting guy called Richie Howie. He's a bit crazy, but he's got a good heart. Jay. Jason was just saying the test that I did with the 5th dose on the slice of tomato went really well because he's never seen a slimmer tomato. Oh dear. I was just scared to try it. But I've done it now. Yeah, it's Team RH, Claire. If you're talking about the app that I was on about, they've got like a Facebook page, and they're always on TikTok. But I tell you, I don't have that TikTok. I had to delete it because it was taking over my life. I couldn't get anything done. I was lying there wasting 3 hours at a time, just scrolling. Oh my God, it's addictive, isn't it? But I have been told, so I went to a content creation workshop a while ago, and he did say to me, for the type of stuff that I'm doing, TikTok would be really great for me. And the type of stuff that I'm planning on doing moving forward would also work really well. So, but I've got a separate phone for like YouTubey things, so I can install TikTok on that one and then just not touch it. Yeah, Rachel, so true, isn't it? Oh, NutriCheck. Yeah, I've heard good things about that NutriCheck. Ooh, last 2 high doses paralyse the tummy. Lordy. Yeah, I think the 12.5 is classed as a maintenance dose. I don't know about the 15, but I was gutted to come off it. I really was. I'm hoping that Oviva will just go, oh well, let's like whip you back up to a different dose, and you know, they'll probably see like the investment in me will be worth it, and just go, oh yeah, 6 months and she'll be off our case. You know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping. And I've already proven I'm a good candidate for the medication, so. But I don't think I'd want 15 now, to be honest with you, because it was absolutely hellish coming from 15 to 5. Oh my god. It was hard bloody work. My body just went into complete shock, and it was just like, what the friggin' hell have you done here? I was starving hungry 1 minute, and then didn't want to eat the next, and I was just all over the place. But I didn't gain a pound. I didn't gain a single pound. I maintained for quite a bit of that time, but yeah, I was quite chuffed about that, because I felt like actually all the tools that I'd taught myself and that I'd put in place, and all those safety nets that I had in place, it was actually quite reassuring to know that they were kind of protecting me in all of that, and so yeah, it was quite nice to know that actually when I do come off it completely, I'll probably be alright. How on earth do they poop when the tummy's paralysed? Oh, thank you, Laura. Can you repeat it? Team RH. If you're talking about what app I'm using. How on earth do they poop? I'd be traumatised. Oh my lord. It's bloody nearly 8:30. It's bloody flown by. I can't believe so many of you came in. Thank you so much. I'm going to have to go now because my tea's going to be ruined. We're having risoni, well, pork and risoni casserole thing. Concoction. It'll be in one of my videos at some point. But I'm going to have to get gone now, guys. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Yeah, it was really, it wasn't a wise thing to do, really, if I think about it, but it's done now and I'm still alive. Yeah, I think you're right, Claire. Probably 10 at the most. Yeah. Don't want to get too carried away, do I? Oh, thank you, Joe. You too. Okay, guys. I'm off. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.